Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, starring Richard Crane. When we last saw Rocky Jones, he had safely escorted the ambassadors to the Interplanet Conference on Space Station X-07. But after Rocky left, uninvited guests from the outlaw planet of Ophiuchus had arrived unexpectedly.
You know, Rocky, when Secretary Drake told us to take the ambassadors to the Interplanet Peace Conference, he made it sound as if we'd have all kinds of trouble. This has been the most uneventful flight we've ever had.
Don't give away your rabbit's foot, Winky.
Of course, if you hadn't caught Duveen trying to sabotage the ship before blastoff, it might not have been so uneventful.
Which only proves that somebody's not happy about this peace conference taking place. There's still plenty of time for that somebody to make trouble, whoever that somebody is.
But how? We just left Dr. Tyson and the ambassadors at the space station. Nothing can happen to them there.
I hope you're right, Winky.
Of course I'm right.
Come on, hurry along.
Gentlemen, may I congratulate you on your wise decision to guide our spaceship safely in. Now you'll all sit down, and I'll brief you on your immediate future. Place your hands on the table in plain sight.
We've no intention of doing anything foolish.
You continue to be wise, Dr. Tyson.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Wise, but very inquisitive. I'll do the talking. You sit.
You'll regret this action when Rocky Jones finds out about this.
Rocky Jones? He should just about be landing at Paratane. 3 hours away. Sit.
Sit!
We should be close to Paratane. Vina, Bobby, forward. Are we on course, Vina?
Exactly. I just checked.
She's right. I double-checked.
Well, we're really flying well equipped. It's not every spaceship that has 2 navigators.
According to my calculations, we should be close enough to make contact and pick up Paratane on the visiograph.
All right, let's try it.
Ah, good old Paratane. There she is.
XV2 calling Space Ranger Legation on Paratane. Come in.
Space Ranger Legation. Lieutenant Borden speaking. Hello, XV2.
Hello, Borden. This is Rocky Jones and crew of the Orbit Jet, requesting landing instructions.
You're approaching our ellipse now. As soon as you're in it, I'll take over.
Good. Any messages for us?
No, sir. Expecting something?
No, just wondered. Out.
Out.
Well, no news is good news, I guess.
Oh, everything's fine, Rocky. You're just tired. A good rest and you'll quit worrying.
Just the same, I'm calling Dr. Tyson as soon as we land.
Now that I've explained myself, obey my orders, and no one will be hurt. My men will escort you to our spaceship. Move! Operator, set the magnetic controls for our takeoff, then proceed to the ship with the others. Pondu, better go along with him till he does it. Wait a minute. Could be Rocky Jones calling from Paratane.
Don't answer it.
I don't intend to answer it, stupid, but I better be answered. You talk as if nothing was wrong.
This is Andrews, Space Station X-07. Come in.
Andrews, Rocky, just arrived on Paratane. How's everything going?
Fine, Rocky. Just fine. Dr. Tyson's here.
Oh, good. Let me talk to him.
This is Dr. Tyson, Rocky.
Everything going well, sir?
Everything's going very well, Rocky.
I hope I didn't interrupt anything.
No, you didn't, Rocky.
The orbit jet's being refueled, and if you need us, sir, we're at the Space Ranger legation.
I'm sure I won't need you, Rocky. So we'll see you as we planned in 24 hours. Out.
Out.
Well, Rocky, old Winky's going to dive into Paratane's social swim. I'll see you when we leave to pick up Dr. Tyson in 24 hours.
Have fun, Winky.
Right. 24 hours? Hey, what'd he say?
He said everything was fine.
No. That 24-hour stuff. He just said, I'll see you in 24 hours.
Say, that's right, he did. But we agreed on 72 hours.
I knew it. I haven't had one honest-to-goodness vacation since I've been your co-pilot. Something always goes wrong.
Winky, I think that was deliberate. Dr. Tyson isn't a man who forgets things. He must have had a reason for saying 24 hours.
Well, I've got a good reason for wanting to make sure. Look, Dr. Tyson's a very busy man. He has lots of things on his mind. Why don't you call him back and find out? Maybe he got mixed up.
You know, I can't figure this thing out.
Well, then call him back, Rocky. It'd be nonsense for us to go tearing back there and find out he'd made a mistake. Here.
Rocky Jones calling Space Station XO7. Come in, please. Rocky Jones calling Space Station XO7. Come in, Andrews. Rocky Jones calling Andrews. Come in, XO7.
Well, it's no use, Rocky. The instruments are dead.
Maybe. Or something's happened. Rocky Jones calling Space Affairs Headquarters. Secretary Drake, come in. Urgent.
Secretary Drake speaking. Come in, Rocky.
I'm calling from Paratane, sir. We just landed here for refueling.
Then you left Dr. Tyson and the ambassadors safely at the space station.
Well, that's what I'm calling about, sir.
Rocky, what happened?
Well, I've just tried to contact the space station and got no answer. Will you try it, sir? Maybe with the additional power you have there, you can get through.
Right. Call you back. Out. Secretary Drake, Space Affairs Headquarters, calling Space Station XO7. Come in, Andrews. Secretary Drake, Space Affairs Headquarters, calling Space Station XO7. Come in, Andrews. Urgent. Secretary Drake, Space Affairs Headquarters, calling Space Station XO7. Come in, Andrews. Urgent. Secretary Drake calling Paratane. Come in, Rocky Jones.
Yes, sir.
Blast off immediately for XO7. Augment your crew with 3 men from the Space Rangers legation at Paratane. Be prepared for possible combat.
Yes, sir. The ship's already refueled. We'll blast off as soon as we pick up the extra men. Out.
Atlas, San, you did a great job. I think Cleolander should give you a platinum medal.
You liked it, eh, Magny?
Everything went off without a hitch. And having Dr. Tyson talk to Rocky was real fast thinking. Lucky call when he did, instead of after we left.
I think I'll tell Cleolander the good news. Unalcavar de Governax.
Atlasan calling Unalcavar de Governax. Come in. Atlasan calling Unalcavar de Governax. Come in.
This is Cleolanta. Do you have good news for me, Atlasan?
Operation Surprise, successful.
Atlasan, when you arrive in Ophiuchus, report to me immediately. I am giving you a very handsome reward.
Well, thank you, Cleolanta. Out. Magny, if I know the kind of reward our suzerain has in mind, you're looking at the future governor of Satellite 18.
We're approaching the space station, Rocky.
Turn on visiograph, Winky.
Yes, sir. Well, there it is. I wonder what'll happen when we get there.
They must be able to see us by now, too.
Maybe.
Well, they're bound to have picked us up on radar, Vex. Suppose the station's been taken over and they suddenly start blasting us.
That's the chance we'll have to take. When we get within firing range, we'll see what happens.
Well, they better not try anything. That space station's a sitting duck for our missiles.
XV2 calling Space Station X07. Put Dr. Tyson on at once. Answer.
No answer.
Maybe it's a trap, Rocky.
I know something terrible's happened to Dr. Tyson.
Rena, Bobby, go back to quarters. When we land, if we land, stay on board with the 3 space rangers till we know what's what. Tell them to be armed and stay on the alert. That's an order.
Yes, sir. Hurry, Bobby.
Winky, we're going in for a landing.
Can we make it, Rocky, without the space station guiding us?
We've got to. We'll use our tractor beam to guide us in. We can balance the ship against the magnetism of the space station.
And let's go.
Increase tractor beam.
Roger. Tractor beam up, sir.
Couple airlock hatches.
Airlock hatches coupled, sir. Well, the whole space station's deserted. What do we do now, Rocky?
I don't know. But we'd better think of something fast.
Yeah. Boy, they sure left here in a hurry.
I'll call Secretary Drake. Get Vina and Bobby. Bring them to the control room.
Right.
But they can't just have disappeared into thin air.
I think we both know what's happened, sir. And who's responsible for it?
Yes. And this time she's gone too far.
Then you agree it's Cleolanta.
Nobody else could invent such a bold, fiendish plot.
But why, sir? What does she want with the ambassadors?
It's her idea of revenge because we have her 2 top men, Darganto and Griff, in jail, awaiting their trials. Darganto was her first in command, and Griff was the best spy she ever had on Earth.
Yes, I remember she told us in no uncertain terms she'd get even if we proceeded with the trial.
Any suggestions as to how we counteract Cleolanta's vicious maneuver?
Yes. Well, why don't you see what you can find out from Darganto and Griff, sir? Maybe they'll drop a clue of some kind.
Good idea, Rocky. I'll get right back to you. Out. I shall bring Darganto and Griff here immediately.
Yes, sir.
Cleolanta calling the landing base. Tell Atlasan to bring my guests to me immediately.
Yes, Cleolanta.
I warn you, Darganto, and you, Griff. If you continue this silence, you'll receive absolutely no recommendations for mercy at your trials.
You mean you promise us immunity if we talk?
I mean, I'd do everything in my power to mitigate your sentences.
Very well. What do you want to know?
Have you any information as to why Cleolanta would abduct the space ambassadors and hold them on officious?
No. But thanks for the news.
Get these men out of here. Put them in isolation and don't let anybody near them.
Secretary Drake, never underestimate the power of our lovely suzerain Cleolanta. I knew she'd eventually get even with you for arresting us.
Take them away.
All right. Out.
Space Affairs Headquarters calling XO7. Come in, Rocky.
Rocky, sir. Go ahead.
Garganto and Griff claim they know nothing.
I see. I think I should go to Ephesus and find out if Cleolanta's really behind all this.
There's really nothing else for you to do, Rocky.
Then we'll blast out immediately, sir.
Leave Bobby and Vina there so we can relay messages to the space station.
Right, sir. Out.
Calling space station, XO7. Calling space station, XO7. Come in.
Space Station XO7. Rocky Jones speaking. Come in.
Rocky Jones, how nice to hear your voice. This is Cleolanta.
All right, Cleolanta. Let's have it.
I'll come straight to the point, Rocky Jones. I'm holding your space ambassadors as my prisoners. Now listen carefully if you want to see them again. Here are my terms. You will deliver Garganto and Griff to me here at Ephesus, safely and immediately. When this is done, I will give in exchange my distinguished prisoners. Is this clear, Rocky Jones?
Oh, yes, Cleolanta. Just as clear as it is treacherous.
I consider it treacherous that Earth is holding two of my men to stand trial.
Garganto and Griff committed crimes against the United Worlds.
According to your laws, they committed crimes. According to my laws, they followed orders. I've stated my terms. If you refuse to accept them, I shall dispose of your ambassadors in exactly the same manner you dispose of Garganto and Griff. I'll expect your decision in 1 hour. Out.
Well, you gotta hand it to that Cleolanta. She's sure the queen of the underhand.
What do we do now, Rocky?
Space Station XO7 calling Space Affairs Headquarters. Secretary Drake, come in. Urgent.
At least they're alive. It could be worse.
Secretary Drake speaking. Come in.
Rocky, sir. I've just been contacted by Cleolanta. Take the message on the scrambler, please.
Rocky, we don't need an hour to decide. I don't need a scrambler to send a message. I don't care who hears this. Tell Cleolanta we'll carry out her treacherous exchange of prisoners, but we'll do it our way.
We'll honor the exchange, Cleolanta. But first, I must be assured Dr. Tyson is there and safe. May I speak with him?
Yes, Rocky, this is Dr. Tyson.
It's good to hear your voice, sir. Are you all right?
Well, outside of the fact that I'd rather be with you, I'm fine.
That's the only good news we've had today. Now, let me talk to Cleolanta, please.
Yes, Rocky.
You've decided to accept my terms.
Not quite.
There will be no exceptions.
There will be no exceptions as far as the prisoners are concerned. I'm stating this officially, as relayed to me by Secretary Drake. The exchange will take place here, on the space station, in neutral territory.
I refuse this compromise. It's to be done my way or not at all.
All right. Then prepare for action from the United Worlds.
But that amounts to a declaration of war. I thought the United Worlds was interested only in peace.
The United Worlds have been patient with you long enough. You'll agree to this compromise or suffer the consequences. Is that clear?
The exchange of prisoners will take place on Space Station XO7.
All right. Now, I'm to be in charge of the exchange.
Very well.
Garganto and Griff will be flown from Earth immediately. They should arrive here in 36 hours. You're to have your prisoners here at that time.
In 36 hours.
Everyone is to be unarmed during the exchange. Is that clear?
How do I know you'll abide by these ridiculous conditions?
We'll abide by them.
If you double-cross me, Rocky Jones, you'll never return to Earth alive.
I give you my word of honor. Can you do the same?
Out.
You sure let her have it. Rocky, I was real proud of you.
Space Station X-07 calling Space Affairs Headquarters.
Drake here. Come in, Rocky.
Cleolanta just accepted the terms. Without exception, sir.
I'll send a spaceship with Darganto and Griff. They'll be on their way in an hour.
Very good, sir.
Job well done, Rocky.
Thank you, sir. Out.
Marshal, prepare spaceship XV-10 to escort Darganto and Griff.
Yes, sir.
Secretary Drake, thanks for your hospitality on Earth.
Get them aboard.
You'll blast off at 0700 with the ambassadors. Rocky Jones demands an exchange of prisoners. Very well, we'll exchange prisoners. Rocky Jones demands no armament. Very well, we'll have no visible armament. Come closer.
Darganto, you and Griff wait in here. Winky, you stay here with them in case they want anything. I'm going back to the control room and guiding the Ephesian spaceship. It's been almost 36 hours. They should be here any minute, if they come.
They'll be here. I'm the most important officer Cleolanta's ever had. She went to a lot of trouble to get me back and showed you up for the fools you really are.
Winky.
I could handle that mosquito with one hand.
Rocky, tell him to shut up or I'll paste him one.
Rocky, we've sighted a spaceship on a visiograph.
Watch him, Winky. And, no more arguments.
Oh, this is a great day, Magny.
Why? Bringing Darganto back to Cleolanta? That means you'll move back into second in command.
That's exactly what Darganto's expecting, too. When I finish with this operation, Cleolanta will be so pleased that she'll hand me another reward.
You know something you're not telling me.
Come in.
X-07 to the Nautilus. Our magnetic coupler is guiding you. When you come in, proceed with your prisoners to the conference room.
Immediately. Out.
I suggest we make the exchange without any ceremony. Here are your men, Darganto and Griff. Over here.
I'll take over Mir Atlasan. You return to the ship.
You'll feel a little better after some rest. And I'll see that you get it. Starrick, take Darganto and Griff to the ship.
I prefer to stay here.
Stay if you like, but don't interfere. And now, in fair exchange, we return our prisoners.
Gentlemen, welcome home.
So are the Rocky. Glad to see you. Oh, I see.
Space Ranger, glad to see you.
See you.
There. Prisoners exchange is agreed, right?
Yes. And convey my congratulations to Cleolanta for keeping her word.
Draw.
Atlasan, what do you think you're doing?
We're taking Dr. Tyson back to Ephesus to stay.
Well, I should have known Cleolanta couldn't keep an honorable agreement.
Be with us us next week, same time, same station, when we again take you into outer space for further adventures with Rocky Jones, Space Ranger.